Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we're going to be looking at new Monarch support. So, new Monarchs just got released for the TCG. They're coming in Duelist Advance. And we got some great new cards to talk about here. First up we have Eidos the Underworld Monarchs. I believe Eidos the Underworld Squire has been in the game for a while. I think there was like a level 8 version of him, but never a level 6 version of him. So it's cool that we're getting a level 6 version. And let's see what he can do. A level 6 Dark Spellcaster, 2400 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use this card's effects once per turn each. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Monarch, Spell or Trap, or one monster with 2800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck to your hand. Pretty useful. You can declare one attribute, choose one monster on the field, and become that declared attribute. That's very good. That allows you to basically trigger your Monarch effects when you tribute like a specific attribute of card, and you can do so on your opponent's field as well if you're going to use your the Monarch Stormforth, so that you could tribute your opponent's monster. So even your opponent's monsters can be the right attributes. If you tribute summon a monster with 1000 defense and 2400 or more attack, and this card is in your graveyard, you can either add this card to your hand or special summon it. That's really, really good. No restrictions on any of these effects either, which is nice. So yeah, this card is going to be, I think, a staple in Monarchs moving forward. Drawing a Monarch spell or trap, that'll get you your field spell. That could potentially get you the Monarch's Erupt. The Monarch's Erupt being searchable is really, really good because it's a floodgate. So yeah, let's keep going. Next up, we have Tessera the Prime Squire, level 1, 800 attack, 1000 defense, light warrior. You can only use each of this card's effects once per turn each. You can reveal one Monarch spell or trap in your hand and special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one monster. Really good. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Okay, so this card lets you special summon one of the squires from the deck, and I believe Idea the Heavenly Squire, right? Idea the Heavenly Squire, and when Idea the Heavenly Squire special summons herself, you can special summon Eidos the Underworld Squire from your deck as well, and then Eidos has the effect where you get an additional tribute summon this turn. So, with Tessera, you can special summon her for free, then you can get a free tribute summon with her, and then she special summons 2 tributes from your deck, and those 2 tributes give you an extra tribute summon. So this is going to be a situation where you get potentially 2 level 8 Monarchs, or 2 level 6 Monarchs and 1 level 8 Monarch on the field in the same turn. Very, very powerful effect. Yeah, this card is going to be insane. Tessera, probably the best card of the bunch. Next up, we have a normal spell card, Scheme of the Monarchs. You can only use this card's second effect once per turn. Send one Monarch spell or trap from your deck to the graveyard, except Scheme of the Monarchs. If this card becomes banished, you can target one of your face-up monster your opponent controls. Add one monster with 2400 attack and 1000 defense that is the same attribute as that monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Then you can apply this effect. Normal summon one Zaborg the Thunder Monarch, Mobius the Frost Monarch, Thestalos the Firestorm Monarch, Grand Marg the Rock Monarch, Ryza the Storm Monarch, or Caius the Shadow Monarch. Interesting. So you essentially would want to draw one of your Monarch cards and then tribute summon it for free. And you could even do that during your opponent's turn if you can banish Scheme during your opponent's turn, which I believe is an option. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the Prime Monarch. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other Monarch spell trap from your graveyard to special summon this card in defense position as a monster. Okay, yeah, so yes, a Scheme of the Monarchs. You could banish it with Prime of the Monarch during your opponent's turn, and then you can, then you'll have the Prime of the Monarch on the board, so you have a tribute fodder, and then you could tribute summon your one of your Monarch cards and trigger a Monarch effect during your opponent's turn. Very, very powerful. Then we have another normal spell card, Rebellion of the Monarchs. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. Discard one card, reveal 3 monsters with 1000 defense that have 800 attack or 2400 or more attack from your deck. Your opponent chooses one of them to add to your hand. Send the others to the graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. Cool. So you can reveal 3 Squires, or maybe 2 squires and a monarch, and then your opponent chooses one of them to add to your hand. Then you pick cards that have grave effects, so if your opponent sends them to the graveyard, it's not a big deal. Pretty cool. Yeah, nice effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 monster with 800 attack and 1000 defense from your hand. Okay, cool. So you reveal 3 squires, your opponent chooses one of them to add to your hand, then you can banish Rebellion to special summon it, and then you just pop off. Excellent. This is really good. And lastly, a continuous trap card, and this is the card I'm the most excited about. So you can see that there's a Monarch standing here with Dark Wind, Dark Wind, Water, Light, Fire, Light, Earth, and Fire energy swirling above his head. Culmination of the Monarchs. Each time your opponent special summons a monster and you control a tribute summon monster, you can banish 1 Monarch spell or trap from your graveyard, activate 1 of these effects. You can only choose each of this card's effects once per turn. Destroy 1 monster on the field, which is Zaborg the Thunder Monarch's effect. Destroy up to 2 spells or traps on the field, which is Mobius the Frost Monarch's effect. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, which is Thestalos the Firestorm Monarch's effect. Destroy 1 face-down card on the field, which is Grandmarg the Rock Monarch's effect. Return 1 card on the field to the top of the deck, which is Ryza the Storm Monarch's effect. Or banish a card on the field, which is Caius the Shadow Monarch's effect. So that's amazing. This trap card literally lets you trigger all of your Monarch's effects without tribute summoning, just if your opponent special summons a monster while you control a tribute summon monster. So this lets you basically control the entire board. This card is searchable. It's searchable. It's searchable with the with Eidos, and you can also potentially draw it with your Pantheon of the Monarchs, or whatever that card's called. And then if you have the Monarchs Erupt as well, then your tribute summon monster is unaffected by card effects. This is just, or you can you have a skill drain, but then there's also a trap card that so the Monarchs Erupt is the floodgate, but there's also a trap card that lets you make one of your monsters immune. The Monarchs Awaken, yeah. So yeah, if you have the Monarchs Awaken, the Monarchs Erupt, and this card, you can essentially basically make it so that your 1 tribute summon monster can't be removed from the field, and then this card is just, oh, you're going to special summon to try and stop me? Well, then I'm going to blow up everything that you have. Fantastic. This actually feels like a really powerful control card for Monarchs, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do with this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My name is Sarafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.